What's up, you guys? If you're watching me, that is Friday. Welcome to Friday at the Closet Club. My name is Evan, for those of you who do not know me. This week we are discussing our favorite GLBTQ books, or our favorite books in general. This week we are discussing our favorite GLBTQ books. I used to read quite a few of these in high school just because since I was the only boy that was out of the closet in high school, rather than going straight into the city, going out to the clubs, getting into the whole teen scene, I read these to help me find my identity. A lot of them were really corny and really shitty. I kind of thought that some of them were a joke. There was this one book, the Geography Club. It was about this boy that was just just realizing who he was inside him, and he finds out that this the gorgeous boy at his school is gay, and they fall in love with each other, but the boyfriend has issues coming out, and so he fucks with a bunch of nerds at school, and basically there's this whole conflict between the boy and him being true to himself and being with the boyfriend that he loves. But it's really short, it's a really easy read. I didn't really care for it. Anyways, but my favorite book, it's actually two books, one in its sequel. I can't find the original, the first book, Desert Sons by Mark Kendrick, and this is the sequel into This World War Throne. It's the first book is actually a lot thicker, and see how these two guys are standing next to each other. Well, in the first book, they're facing each other, and one of them is grabbing the button fly of this guy. So in order for me to take it out in public without being extremely embarrassed, I put tape, medical tape, athletic tape. I put athletic tape over the covers. But yeah, when I read it the first time, I fell in love with the characters just because it felt real and it felt genuine. I found out that it was written in 1991, and I'd read it in 2005. And the story I really connected with the storyline. So the story is about Scott Faraday and the boy he falls in love with, Ryan St. Charles. It's really interesting. I've never been into romance novels, but the love between the two characters felt so genuine at the time that I could help it be emotionally invested in the book. I felt like I was in that relationship. That's how much I love the book. Boy meets boy, boy falls in love with boy, other boy freaks out because he didn't realize he was gay, and then they fall in love with each other. And then in this book, you find out that Ryan has a bunch of demons, and they deal with that. Hey, someone's been on the phone. I read this in high school, and then after reading real books and knowing what good literature is, I read this when I read this last year just because I was bored and wanted to read it again. But when I reread it, it's actually horribly written, really, really bad. Not only is the syntax horrible, there are lots of grammatical errors, spelling errors. There's some things that I know now after being jaded that it's not as believable. And I was really, really, really sad because I fell in love with this story and I fell in love with the characters. And when I reread this, I just had to put it down after the first chapter. It's really, really annoying. It's like watching Goosebumps when you were a kid and you thinking that this was the scariest shit of your life. And then watching it now, and then you realize that it's the same, Canadian actors that you see in all these random, Nick TV shows, and, horrible, horrible special effects. I guess I would recommend reading these books. It's Into This World We're Thrown, that's the second book, and then Desert Sons by Mark Kendrick. Again, if you can get past the horrible writing and you can forgive spelling errors, yeah, I realized that this is one of those like publish your own books books. I get those on Amazon. I guess they had the iUniverse Star publishers have a deal with Amazon so that they send it to Amazon. I don't know, but that's how I got it. I haven't seen this in any bookstore or anything like that. So that was my, I hope it was short, quick video. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. Next week is writing a letter to my younger self, so this one's gonna be fun. Later.